The Nike Invincible Flyknit 3 is one of the most comfortable running shoes Nike has to offer. The first two editions were very similar and highly successful, loved by many runners around the world. This edition has gone through some major changes with a whole different look and different materials. Whether these are an upgrade or not will be decided at the end of the video, but let's break them down first, starting with the outsole. I wasn't going to compare these to last year's model, but I feel the need to make a few quick comparisons. This outsole is equipped with 3 rubber units and a brand new pattern design for added flexibility. The Invincible 2 had 1 large rubber unit, check it out, and I never really had any issues with traction or flexibility. This outsole has more tread for enhanced traction and durability on various surfaces. Due to the extra material in this outsole, the shoes did increase in weight, but I am pretty excited to see how this outsole responds to my training style. The ZoomX midsole is the highlight of the Invincible 3. ZoomX foam is the absolute best midsole Nike offers and definitely one of the best midsole materials in any shoe around the world. It is engineered to provide ultimate support, great stability, and extreme cushioning. This material also provides lots of impact protection, great response, softens the impact regardless of activity. It is lightweight, soft, and quickly adapts to your foot. The Invincible 1 and 2 had the exact same amount of ZoomX, which was enough in my opinion, but they added a significant amount to the new version, but still maintaining a 9mm drop. This midsole seems to favor heel strikers. It has a solid pattern that replaces the grooved midsole on last year's model. Check it out. This is the grooved midsole on the Invincible 1, and this is the Invincible 2. These also have a small swoosh on the outside and inside area of the forefoot and a large one on the rear. It also has a large orange ZoomX stamp on the inside of the heel. The upper materials are also new. The Flyknit has been updated but still maintained the best qualities it's been known for throughout the years. The newest version of Flyknit is breathable, flexible, extremely thin, but yet durable with 2 stamped Nike swoosh logos. They are equipped with the standard 6 loopholes that are quite small. The Invincible 1 had flat laces, and the 2s had oval laces, but they went back to the flat with this model. The small loopholes should keep the laces from flipping over if you find that annoying like I do. They seem short, but hopefully they stay tied during the testing. The tongue has medium thickness, but very soft. The previous models had an extremely hard heel plate, but this one feels semi-smaller and definitely softer, but should still secure heel lockdown. A heel tab with a reflective strip has thankfully been added. The previous Invincibles had a very thick and bulky inner collar. See how thick it is on the 1s. These are the 2s, but now they have a slimmer design. Lastly, they have a standard thickness removable insole. This upper design looks and feels very nice. I look forward to trying it out. This ultimate performance test consists of my personal training methods. I am not running any full marathons in the near future, but I plan to run at least 3 half marathons this year. These shoes are labeled as running shoes, and perhaps what you'll see shortly might not be what these shoes are meant for, but not everyone can acquire multiple shoes for different occasions. My goal is to demonstrate how they work for me and give you an idea if they might work for you, and hopefully your hard-earned money is well spent. I am not a poser, nor will I run just a few miles and come back with a vague explanation telling you how they felt. This is a 2-week test, running multiple 5Ks, 10Ks, sprints, trail running, hiking, track workouts, casual wear, and many other things I have lined up. I have a semi-wide foot with a low arch. I am a 4-foot runner and a heel runner depending on my goal. My right foot overpronates just slightly. I've had calf issues for the past 8 years and recently some Achilles pains since my last full marathon. I will test these shoes for breathability, flexibility, lockdown, traction, foot pain, foot fatigue, shin splints, blisters, cramps, durability, on using various types of socks. Make sure they don't write down as well. I apologize in advance that I will not test these indoors since gyms are really not my style. Please pay close attention to all the surfaces I try these on because not all surfaces are the same. I've noticed that every state I've ran on over the years, the sidewalks and the roads feel a little bit different, and I believe the same applies internationally. Now, hear me out. I believe that the traction of the outsole affects the midsole, and the midsole affects the upper materials. I think this is why it's important for me to break them down the way I do, and it's more important to test them out the way I do so I can get the full experience and then let you know. But I've said too much. Will these be part of my training rotation for my half marathons coming up? I would also like to train for I don't know, to hike up a mountain in Colorado sometime this summer, but only one way to find out. This is the ultimate performance test for the Nike Invincible Flyknit 3. Let's go. That was the ultimate performance test for the Nike Invincible Flyknit 3. I hope you enjoyed the montage. I had a lot of fun filming this video. A very special thanks to Angelica and Hunter for giving me a personal and adventurous tour around Zion National Park. I'll leave a link below regarding this beautiful place in Utah with captivating views from every angle. I'll also leave a link for lodging where the crew is very nice and knowledgeable about Zion. Now, let's break down the performance, starting with the outsole. The outsole is very durable with excellent traction on most surfaces. I got a little too confident at times but had very minor issues. I was extremely happy with the overall performance. It is certainly better than the previous versions. Sadly, this was the only thing better than the Invincible 1 and 2. The ZoomX midsole on the Invincible Flyknit 3 is actually not as soft as the last two models. I've worn the Invincible 1 and 2 many times. I have 4 pairs to be honest with you, and I am certain that the midsole on this model is probably recycled, kind of like the Pegasus 39 Turbo, but perhaps with a lower percentage. Even with the added foam, they just don't feel as bouncy. I am a 4-foot runner and a heel runner as previously stated. I ran multiple 5Ks and sprinted a lot, and they just didn't feel that good at all. Jumping wasn't all that great, but I made some adjustments and concentrated on heel strikes while sprinting, as well as descending from some moderate hiking with the heel instead of the 4-foot, and actually got really good response. But I would say that the midsole on the Invincible 1 and 2 was a lot better. On the plus side, this midsole is actually very durable and held up very nicely. You want to see the midsole on the previous models? Look, this is the Invincible Flyknit 1 and the 2. A lot softer, a lot better. This one's okay though. The Flyknit upper was actually pretty breathable, flexible, and durable, but unfortunately could not handle my training style like I hoped for. After all I put these shoes through, the Flyknit is perfectly intact and conform nicely to my foot. However, here are some issues I experienced with this upper material. I used various socks, and some actually rode down, but did not get any blisters. Foot lockdown was pretty terrible no matter how much I tightened the laces or how thick my socks were. Heel lockdown was pretty bad as well. Plenty of room in the toe box, but my toes were always closed tightly together instead of having full toe motion, if you know what I mean. My feet just never felt entirely safe to push myself like I do with the Pegasus or the last two versions of this shoe. On the plus side, I never got injured, I never got any cramps, nor any foot pain, foot fatigue, shin splints, or anything like that. I can't say that I hate this upper, but it's just not great for what I need it for. This was almost a 3-week test. I know these shoes are labeled as running shoes and perhaps not built or designed for my training methods, but not everyone can acquire different shoes for different occasions. I just wanted to show you how they perform with my style, my body shape on different surfaces and different situations, and perhaps you have an idea whether your hard-earned money is worth getting these. I am certain that if I was like a full-time runner, if I used them just mainly for running, and I was a full-time heel striker, then I might feel a different way about them. I also feel that if I had never used the Invincible 1 and 2, then I would probably be more impressed by these. This design is actually way nicer than the previous versions, in my opinion, but I'm all about performance. I plan to run a few half marathons later on this year. Are these gonna be my racing shoes? No. Are these gonna be part of my training rotation for my races later on this year? No. Do I hate them? No. Well, what am I going to use them for? I think these shoes are going to be nice for some recovery runs and some casual wear. But feel free to ask any questions regarding these shoes, or if you just want to chat about anything, we can do it here or on Instagram, so hit me up. Look forward to my next video, which is going to be the Nike Pegasus 40. I'm really looking forward to that one. It's going to be great. I'm going to go all out. But that's it for now. Thank you very much for watching. Steve Zilla out.